To welcome our member, Shri B.K. Jogji, who has been very kind to join this inaugural session. And he has been very kind to us and participating in all our um, webinars and different programs, training programs, despite his busy schedule. So welcome, sir. I also welcome all the officers of LSS who have been regularly attending our webinars, and I'm sure that they are getting benefited in this process. Welcome to all of them. Then also there are a lot of industry friends who have joined today, so most welcome to them. This webinar is kind of exploratory to understand whether we can emulate, whether we can copy the framework that finance sector has, also in telecom sector, and take advantage of consent management and sharing of personal data. So all friends from industry, most welcome. There are eminent speakers. Mr. Bhalla was saying the number of eminent speakers, each one of them selected so as to fit into the whole jigsaw that we are trying to create for consent management. Welcome to all of those eminent speakers. And also my colleagues, NTI Credit officers from my own organization who have been working very hard to organize such webinars on new topics. So I welcome them also. I will just give a small brief of what is the topic that we are discussing. In fact, on 31st March, we conducted a webinar on data ownership and data privacy. And in that, we discussed largely the Data Protection Bill 2019 and various features of that bill, and there have been a lot of discussions with regard to that during that webinar. Now, this webinar is a further extension of what we discussed about the bill last time. So now there are people in this present webinar who would not have attended the previous webinar. So therefore, to bridge that link, I will be speaking about the whole concept of data privacy and how this consent management, how this bill has come about, and also there has been a recommendation from TRAI about data ownership, privacy, protection, data protection. There are certain things which are not covered in the bill because those are minute details that have been recommended by TRAI. So I'm going to talk about those nuances of the recommendations of TRAI, which will come into effect after the data protection bill is finally passed by our parliament. So this is the topic today. I will not take much time. In any case, I'm going to talk about it during my presentation. So once again, I welcome all of you wholeheartedly to this webinar, and I'm sure that it's going to be beneficial for all of you participating in this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. In fact, you were instrumental in designing this webinar also. So friends, it's always an honor to have our member services, Shri Bharat Kumar Jog, who is always a guiding force, asking us NTI to take a lot of initiatives on futuristic topics. So, and it's always a pleasure to get blessed by his words. So may I request member services, Shri Bharat Kumar Jog, to deliver the regular address and also declare this webinar open for deliberations. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bhallaji. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to all the participants, friends from academia, executives from telecom fraternity, colleagues from ministries, ladies and gentlemen. I hope and pray that all of you remain safe and healthy from the clutches of the pandemic that is still raging amongst us. At the outset, I would like to congratulate NTI PRIT for organizing this very useful webinar, and also congratulate all the participants for attending this thought-provoking webinar. With ever-growing digitization, multiplicity of service providers storing and processing consumer information, increasing user awareness on right to data privacy, and the need for improving customer experience through automated exchange of data across various platforms has brought the topic of consent-based data sharing on a new pedestal. The enactment of General Data Protection Regulation in Europe has set new standards for informed consent and the right to its withdrawal by the data owner at any stage. The Personal Data Protection Bill, under consideration of the Parliament in India, is a very positive step in the direction of strengthening the data rights of the customers. In today's connected world, where a customer is availing services from multiple providers, sharing of customer profile by such providers can facilitate ease of service delivery to the customer, besides protecting the business interests of such providers. India is a vibrant democracy which feels proud in its constitution. Article 21 confers fundamental rights. Recently, Supreme Court has upheld privacy as a fundamental right, implying that unauthorized exchange of individuals' data would be a breach of fundamental right. This has necessitated the need to have a framework for consent-based data sharing. In financial sector, India has already kick-started its approach to open banking by putting in place the concept of an intermediary which will be responsible for the customer's consent management. These intermediaries are licensed as non-banking financial companies, also known as account aggregator and regulated by RBI. The transfer of such information is based on an explicit consent of the customer and with appropriate agreements, authorizations between the account aggregator, the customer, and the financial information providers. Data cannot be stored by the aggregator or used by it for any other purpose. Explicit and robust data security and customer grievance redressal mechanisms have been prescribed, and the account aggregators are not permitted to undertake any other activity, primarily to protect the customer's interest. The anti-IPRIT webinar will help to understand the whole process of consent management for data sharing in the financial sector and explore the possibility of possible usage of telecom data for the benefit of society as a whole. Looking at the today's program and expertise of speakers in this field, I am confident that webinar is going to be very useful for understanding the role of different stakeholders of consent management for data sharing. We are certainly looking forward to have more such interactions in future. I am sure that this webinar will open the floodgates for the industry, academia, startups, and the technocrats to kindle their thought process. Last but not the least, I would like to appreciate Senior DDG and Head of Anti-IPRIT, Shri UK Srivastava, and his team for organizing this webinar, which is being conducted for the first time in DOT. My best wishes to all the participants and Anti-IPRIT. Thank you. And with this, I declare this webinar as open. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You have rightly pointed out that India being a democracy, we have to take note of the democratic values which are upheld by our constitution also. And we look forward to explore this framework of financial sector and how best we can emulate that for telecom sector. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion. And